Det blir alltså förlust för BC Luleå i träningsmatchen mot Karhu Kauhajoki. Daniel Alexander, what do you have to say about the game?
Well, I think this game and yesterday's game were just really good preseason opportunities to see where we're at and see how much we have to grow on, kind of what it is that each of us do individually, get into kind of work out some of the kinks before going into the season. And I think it was really good for us to kind of see where we're at and start to get used to playing with each other. Only having a couple of days to practice against one another, and then these being the first times that we're playing against some other competition and some really good competition as well. And so I just think it was a really good opportunity for us to get to do that. And disappointing, obviously, that we lost today, but also really good because you want to do that now, as opposed to in the regular season leading up to the ultimate goal of what we're headed towards. So, but overall, I think it was. Aspects of it were frustrating as we're working out some of the kinks, but I also think it was really good for us.
What are some of the things that you feel like you guys need to work on?
Some of the things I feel like we need to work on is just an aspect of trusting each other on defense. Knowing our principles and knowing that if I go to help someone, that someone will have my back, and vice versa, things like that. And I think that just comes from playing together and then taking that step of faith for each other and seeing that works. And so I think that would probably be the main thing, trusting each other, and then also just kind of working more on defensively where we're at and what our strengths are, and then working on running it, because obviously we showed yesterday and today that when we run and push it, that a lot of good things can happen, and that's the type of team that we are. So those are some of the main things I'd say we got to work on.
As a team, you guys struggled with free throws both yesterday and today. That could have been the ball game if you shot better free throws.
Yeah, no, the air conditioning in here was really crazy, and so no, there's no excuse. We'll get into the gym and work on that, and I think there's an aspect maybe of nervousness as we're trying to play well and come together and mesh together. But I think once we get into a rhythm, that'll settle down, and we have all good shooters on the team, and so I don't think that'll be an issue coming into the season.
For yourself, 27 points tonight. You got to be satisfied with that?
Yeah, I think so. And I think I was joking with our assistant coach by saying statistically, if you shoot that well, then you probably should have been more aggressive. And so for me, I'm kind of taking it as a need to step up and continue to look for my shot, and then in doing so, that'll open up some other guys as well. And so that's another thing that I'm taking from that, but also stopping as well to acknowledge the good. And so that is a goal of mine, to be able to help this team with scoring as well as rebounding and things like that. And so that is a good side of it. And so then take that with a grain of salt, as well as looking at our team's goals as well, kind of meshing that all together, I think is a key coming into practice this next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.